Here's how to breathe. So this is a step-by-step guide on how to breathe. So usually they don't tell you this in school, which is very weird, but to be fair, they also don't tell you how to do your taxes, so hey. So there are 2 steps in breathing. Step 1, you inhale.
Breathe in. Understand
Step
that
2,
will
you exhale.
breathe out. Understand that you're the youngest you will ever be for the remainder of your life.
Let me further elaborate on this. So breathing or respiration is controlled by 2 things, and that is by pressure and muscle contraction. Pressure is important because that is what dictates where the fuck the air would go. If you know about concentration gradients and stuff, then that would make this easier, but I will just assume you don't because you click on a video telling you how to, well, breathe. Boyle's law describes the relationship between volume and pressure in a gas at a constant temperature. Pressure and volume are inversely proportionate, which means when one increases, the other decreases. In relation to breathing, this can create a concentration gradient between the atmospheric pressure and thoracic cavity. So the concentration gradient basically means that things that have a high concentration will go to places that have lower concentration and vice versa. This is to achieve some sort of balance in this world where Bennett, Dragunov, Red Hood, Myriad Truths, Red 9, and Clove exists. By the way, you are not breathing in just oxygen, that would be bad. You breathe in air, which is a bunch of other stuff mixed in like nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and so how do we get air to get inside your lungs? Right now you want air to get in, so you want to lower pressure in your lungs, which we can do by expanding the volume in our thoracic cavity. What you want to do is contract your intercostal muscles, that's the muscles between your ribs, and your diaphragm. What do you mean you don't know what's a diaphragm? Breathe in, motherfucker, just breathe! Alright, cool, now you have air inside your lungs. If you have water inside instead, get out of the body of water you are currently submerged in, and try again. Okay, now you want to do is get the oxygen from the air and deliver those bad boys into your blood via the alveoli. These boys are very thin, so stuff can just diffuse in and out. And don't worry, your blood has hemoglobin to carry that oxygen. Now do you think we are finished? No, dumbass. You take that oxygen and deliver it to whatever tissues that needs it, so they can make some ATP. This is your body's energy, basically. So take that oxygen into the mitochondria, go on ahead and ignore all these other steps in cellular respiration because I cannot be fucked to explain each and every one of them. Anyways, get that oxygen to the ETC or electron transport chain. The oxygen will be the final electron acceptor for this step, so you can make a lot of ATPs, which is, well, it's good, trust me. Now your red blood cells don't have oxygen. You want to pick up the carbon dioxide from your tissues because you guessed it, too much CO2 is also bad for you. You put them in the same hemoglobin used to transport the oxygen in. You're still following me, right? Then the deoxygenated blood will eventually make its way back to your lungs and exchange in the alveoli. Okay, good work. We are almost finished. Okay, because you have a lot of pressure from inhaling because of all of that air inside you, you can just relax your intercostals and diaphragm, and the air in your lungs should just come out naturally. This is because, again, the pressure in the lungs is greater than atmospheric pressure. You can also forcefully exhale using your abdominal muscles. These are the ones responsible when you see a funny pose, but it's not exactly funny enough to make you laugh, so you just... So instead of LOL, I personally call it EAUM. Exhaled air out of my nose. My friends still think I'm weird for saying this though, probably because they don't know what the fuck it means. Things that can fuck with the pressure thing we have going on are blunt trauma to the back or abdomen. This is where you get the wind knocked out of you.
I can't breathe.
So when blunt trauma is introduced, you forcefully expel the air inside of your lungs. Your diaphragm can also spasm, which really fucks you up. So you can only inhale using your intercostals, which doesn't really do much for you. This is why it becomes hard to breathe in when you eat shit, which happened to me once as a child. Get fucked, I know. I was doing monkey bar stuff, which I have a feeling kids these days don't even know about because they are too busy playing Fortnite or saying, again, racial slurs and COD. Then I lost my grip and hit the ground flat on my back. I had trouble breathing and had to sit down on the slide because I just met God for a few seconds. So yeah, just be careful of that. So once you exhale, you are pretty much golden. Just make sure to do this entire process, all the time, every day, every few seconds, for the rest of your life. Because if you can't, then you're gonna have a bad time. It's really that simple. That's the end, and remember to click that bell. Wait, no, don't click on the video!